this is still Prime Edition. Now, Central Organization of Trade Unions Kenya Secretary General Francis Atwoli on Thursday led other leaders in mourning the former fallen Cabinet Secretary Education, Professor George Magoha, who died on Tuesday evening. Addressing the press at Magoha's residence in Nairobi, Atwoli described the late professor as a man who was resolute in his decisions and incorruptible. Now, a man who never wanted any ill-gotten wealth. The COTU both reminisced the day when his son was dismissed from University of Nairobi by the late professor, where not even his position could help him. Sentiments echoed by 3 University Nairobi dons who visited the family, praising his great contribution to the education sector. Professor Magoha's burial plans will commence after his brother, Professor Richard Alex Nyabera Magoha, is laid to rest this Saturday.
It's one of the things that we as workers will remember him for, is that he was not corrupt. He was a serious man, and indeed very serious, because he called me one day and he told me, "I don't want your son in my university." There are very few people who can do that. I used all my influence I know and the tactics I was taught on negotiations, but he said, "No, Francis, I've said no and my no is no. Take your son in another university you can." And that was it. Here he's going down to the grave without somebody's even 1 shilling. I know nobody will come here and say, "I bribed him, I gave him money to do for me this and that." This is an upright person.
We want to share the very good moments that we had with Professor as a good team leader, who, with all of us, was able to create great value for the University of Nairobi and other universities in this continent and the world. We honor him as we mourn him also in life and in death.
We wish the family of Professor Magoha the very best, all God's blessings, the strength, the grace to bear the loss of their great child, of their great father, of their great friend. And all we can say is thank God for giving us such a person, very special person.
Professor Magoha also contributed to the same culture. And that's why University of Nairobi it is the way it is now, a strong institution, because of the way the Vice Chancellors have worked very closely from one to the other to anchor the institution appropriately.